It's Bourbon Bill, and tonight, a very special episode centered on increasing age, increasing proof, and increasing value. Jack Daniel's barrel proof rye. You motherfuckers better pay attention today. Okay, because there's a lot to learn from this, okay? So buckle up, sit tight. It's gonna be a bumpy ride. We're gonna start this journey way back in 2023 when Jack Daniel's released for the first time ever Shelfer Jack Daniel's barrel proof rye. And if you want to go all the way back in history, 2020, when they released the Jack Daniel's Barrel Proof Rye as an LE. Very good stuff, very good stuff. It was rumored at that time in 2020 it was around 7 years old, okay, by all the best estimates out there. Come 2023, most of the stuff they were releasing were 6.5 to 7.5 years old, and that was about it. Not much more than 7.5. This one here happens to be a store pick from Bourbon Street Wine and Spirits. And I've always maintained the store picks are usually a little bit better stocked than the shelfers. So if you can find a store pick of a store that actually picked it, not like Fine Wine and Good Spirits where they just said, give us whatever cheapest barrel you got, Jimmy. That's all they care about. But stores that care about you and pick their bottles, the store picks are generally better. So this here was again, a Bourbon Street Wine and Spirits Jack Daniel's Barrel Proof from 2023. It was 133.2 proof, compute 66.6 0% alcohol by volume. They actually picked this. This was Barrel House 1-07, so assume Barrel House 1, Rick 7 or whatever. This one was about 7 years old, somewhere in that ballpark, okay? Now, this one's getting a little low, and I'd been on the hunt for, just the replacement. And I wanted a store pick, I really did. And I stumbled across this beauty. So shout out to my buddy, you know who you are, who helped me with, and also the best name ever, the Coming Beverage Mart. What a name, the Coming Beverage Mart. So thank you, Coming Beverage Mart, for picking this beauty. And you might have noticed that this is red in color. And this one seems a little bit lighter. And you'd be right, because this one here is a goddamn 139 proof. Compute 69.5% alcohol by volume. That's right. 0.5% away from Hazmat. 1 proof point shy of a gosh dang Hazmat store pick in 2024. And the age on this bad boy is, I believe, 8 years and 9.5 or 10 months. Almost a 9-year pick. Over 8.5. Over 8.5 years old, only 1 year later, which is nice. So, this one is Barrel House 1-13. So, it's Barrel House 1 Rick 13, which would be higher than that one, which would probably explain the Coy Hill redness on this son of a bitch. So, I'm here to find out if the higher proof and higher age makes a big difference. I kind of feel like it will. And this is also to point out that keep your eyes peeled for these store picks. It's probably not so much the proof, but it is the age, folks. Ask. It's not on the barrel what the age is. You gotta ask. Here's my original 133. Here is the new 139. And I think you should be able to tell that this 139 here is significantly darker. And it in fact is red in color. Which we talked about this before. The only thing that's red from Jack Daniel's is generally Coy Hills. They're that dark, they turn red. So it's higher in the Rick House. The higher heat does something to them. And a lot of short barrels like that are also turned red. Oh, by the way, this one was a short barrel producing only 110 bottles from the barrel. So I doubt Jack Daniel's is going to age these much more. I think, obviously, if they're only getting 110 out of this barrel, this was a short barrel, right, in a way. I think if that's reminiscent of most of their 9-ish year rye barrels, then they're going to probably stop somewhere around there, right? Because they're not going to get enough return out of those barrels. So keep that in mind. All right, here's the old one. Let's give it a nosing and a taste for you. Oh man. Bananas, caramel, barrel char, rye spice. This rich maple flavor on here. God, these are killer ryes. Down the hatch. I've died and gone to heaven. So good. So good. It's like charred bananas, caramel, barrel char, maple candies. It's so good. This is the original one. So good. What a value. You know, the store picks generally aren't necessarily more than shelfers. You know, shelfers are $68, $70 hairs in there. These store picks are the same price. Same price. So don't overpay for a store pick, but I mean, it's a good value, right? Especially on this new one, an almost 9-year rye for $70 hairs, almost hazmat. I mean, that's unheard of. Unheard of. All right, coming to you soon is the Cummings Beverage Mart tasting right here. Some would say this review's almost premature. All right, let's give it a nosing. Good Lord, this smells like a Coy Hill. Oh my God. Barrel candy, barrel char, the banana's gone. Maple notes here, almost smells like double oaked. It's so rich. Wow, this truly smells like the Coy Hill releases from this year, 2024, and the original one from 2021. I mean, it's not, you know, it's not their bourbon, but it is that direction on the nose. All right, down the hatch. Son of a bitch, that's so good. Wow, wow. A++++, absolute buy rating. That's going to compete in Bourbon of the Year for 2024. Sorry to say, you might be mad that it's a single barrel, but look, you can find store picks. Okay, maybe it's not that high proof with that age, but in 2024, look, the Mash and Journey released a pick that was 8.5. It wasn't 139 proof, it was 8.5. Now this is older and higher proof, but I'm just saying there's picks out there in 2024 that are in this age range, if you will, for the Jack Daniel's Barrel Proof Rye. Now I forgot the flavor notes. They were so good, and I just had to get that out there. Drinks even easy for the proof. It's all barrel char, essence of barrel candy, maple. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. This is basically a Coy Hill Rye. Maybe in a future video we'll do this versus the 2024 Coy Hill just to see what was the best Jack Daniel's of 2024. Might do some sub videos like that. But to say this is better than the other one, absolutely. But, you know, if you like the banana notes, this one don't have it. You know, it's so as Jack Daniel's ages, it loses that. There also some oak in here. I should have said that too. As Jack Daniel's ages, it starts to lose the banana out of it. So there's a fine line where it has the age notes plus the banana, which is right here at about 7. And older than 7, you know, once it gets into the 8.5-ish range, it generally loses the banana, or it's almost gone. But this is phenomenal. So high hopes for Jack Daniel's. They always crushed it, and I'm glad to see they're increasing the age on these. Mark my words, I bet there's going to be an LE Rye coming again soon. It's going to be like a Coy Hill Rye or something. They're going to do something like that, or like a 10-year age-stated Rye. I can see them doing that. I feel like this is where they're heading with their ryes, and if there's going to be that few of them in the barrel, it's going to end up being some sort of LE, I bet, in the future. So snag these while you can. If you like what you saw tonight, please like, comment, subscribe. Consider joining Patreon. Have a good evening, everybody.